I'm sure that all of you have been sick sometime, right? Yeah. What's it like to be sick? It's no fun, huh? Oh, you had coronavirus on your trip. That's really no fun. What's it? He threw up? That happens. At the park? Oh my goodness. Yeah, yeah. This happens. Sometimes we get sick. But you know what? A long time ago, people didn't have doctors to go to when they got sick. And when they got sick, people thought they didn't belong with other people because they were worried that they would get sick too. So they made them go away. Isn't that strange? They made them go away. So today I want you to share a story with you that happened a long time ago. And there were once people who, I'm going to show you the picture first. Look at all these people. They're hiding behind the bushes, huh? Yeah. Do you know why they're hiding? Why? Why do you think? Maybe because they're sick, you're right. They were sick with a very special kind of sickness called leprosy. And back then there was no cure for leprosy. Nowadays we have a cure for it. It's not a big deal, but back then it was. It was really dangerous. It makes you really sick and you lose some parts of your body. Like you can lose fingers and toes. So that would not be a good thing, huh? What? Did you hurt yourself on your foot? This isn't being hurt. This is where they caught a virus and they got really sick. And so some of them lost their fingers and toes. And the people in their city and their village didn't want them around because they were afraid they'd get sick too. So they made them go away. And they found each other. So there were 10 of them. And they went and they lived together where they could be together and people wouldn't be around them. And they could take care of each other. And one day Jesus was out walking and he saw them. And they said, "Don't come here. We're dangerous. You could get sick." And Jesus said, "Really? Show me." And they showed him how they were sick. And he said, "Would you like to be well?" And they looked at him and they kind of laughed because nobody ever got well from what they had. Nobody. And they said, "Of course we want to be well, but that's just not possible. You need to be careful. You could be sick too." And Jesus said, "No, I'm not going to be sick, and I'm going to make you well." And they looked at each other, all 10 of them. They looked at each other. They couldn't believe it. And Jesus looked at them and said, "Be well." And you know what? They were well. The people who were missing fingers and toes, the fingers and toes came back. They looked at each other and they looked at their hands and their feet. And they were so shocked, they didn't know what to do. And then they got all excited. And they ran off, jumping and singing, and they were so excited. But one of them stayed back and said something to Jesus. What do you think he said? What do you think? "Thank you so much." It was only one of them that said, "Thank you so much." But Jesus was so happy. He said, "You're the only one. I'm glad you said thank you. Go and be well." And that's the story for this week. It's the story of the 10 lepers. Would you like to go do a craft with me about the 10 lepers? We're going to go upstairs and do that. So let's go ahead.